Hi, this is Tara McGillicuddy, and I'm coming to you today to share one of my ADD moments that help me focus on better ways to simplify my life. But before we get started talking about the ADD moment, I want to remind you that, as always, you can sign up for a free ADD webinar by going to addclasses.com. So the other day, yesterday actually, I was sitting at my computer. I went to sit at my computer and do some work. Finally got into the productivity mode, felt motivated, and I ended up spending a good half hour trying to find a battery for my wireless mouse. Not only did I miss out on 30 plus minutes of productivity, I also added stress and frustration into my life. And as somebody with ADD or ADHD, I'm sure you know that I don't need to add any additional stress and frustration into my life. And this could have been avoided if there were two main things I had been doing differently at the time. So the main one is I could have had a system for my batteries. Instead of disposing of old batteries in some sort of organized way, the old batteries just ended up at the bottom of my desk drawer. Oh yeah, and the new batteries were also in the same drawer in the box. Sometimes the new batteries fell out of the box and into the drawer because, I was rushing and didn't close the drawer. So there was really no way of knowing if the loose batteries at the bottom of my drawer were good, bad, or whatever. And the box that at one time was originally full of batteries was empty at this point. So, and here's the thing, the solution is very simple. Keep the new batteries and the dead batteries in two different places. Yeah, I know it doesn't take brain surgeon to figure this out. It's not rocket science. I mean, it's easy to do, but doing this takes a bit of mindfulness. It requires me to slow my brain down and to focus on the moment. But what usually would happen was that the battery in my mouse would die when I was in the middle of something important. So I'd get frustrated, and my mind was mainly focused on getting back to work. So I was hyper-focused on putting a new battery in the mouse and doing what I was doing. So I dropped the dead battery in the bottom of the drawer or someplace else. A lot of times they end up in other weird places too. And I get back to work. So at the moment, right now, I'm out of AA batteries for the wireless mouse. So I really can't organize something I don't have. But I found a place for the dead batteries. Guess what? They're going into an empty box. So they'll be placed into the empty box, and I put a label on it for dead old batteries. My intention in the future is to slow down and be mindful enough to put the dead used batteries in the battery box until I dispose of them, recycle them, or whatever I'm supposed to do to keep the world a better place, to make the world a better place. All right, and so the real solution here that I'm so amazed that I figured out, and it seems so simple, and I'm like, wow, the light bulb really went off in my head, is I could use a wired mouse. I could have just used a wired mouse with the wire that plugs directly into my computer. I do have a laptop, and yes, it has that built-in touchpad, but it doesn't work well for me. I really need to use an additional mouse instead of my touchpad, which I touch too much and crazy things happen. All right. So for some reason, years ago, I started using one of those wireless mice. I'm not sure what the correct, I think mice is the correct use of the word here. I started using a wireless mouse, I should say. In all honesty, I wasn't even sure if I could purchase a wired mouse. I've been using the wireless mouse. I've been using a wireless mouse for close to a decade, I think. I mean, I think it's been a good 10 years. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. But I found and ordered a wireless mouse. It's on its way from Amazon as I speak. And the wired mouse should really help to simplify my life. I won't have to worry about batteries at all. So no batteries will reduce my frustration and my stress, but also save me money. I mean, batteries add up. And I don't know whether it's just something weird about me, but I seem to go through batteries for that mouse like way too often. Like, I don't know if it's just me or if that's just something that happens. And so like I use my mouse that often. I do a lot of stuff online with my phone and my tablet. So I don't know. All right. So I won't have to worry about misplacing the tiny USB receiver too. So like when I travel, I'm amazed that in the past decade or so, I've only I've only gone through a couple of mice and the little USB things. Like, I'm amazed that I haven't lost those things, and they can be a pain. I mean, there are a couple times where I've had to search for it, but this is going to really reduce the stress in my life. So I won't worry about replacing that. So having a mouse that plugs in with only one piece is really going to reduce a lot of stress and frustration for me. All right, so the wired mouse is going to help bring more peace into my life. And it isn't that what we really want in life, outside of having enough money to get by and to thrive and all that. Most of us want peace and happiness. That's what motivates us. That's what really deep down we all want in our life, is more peace. So the $7, $8 item, however much I spent on the wired mouse, is going to be life-changing to me. Yeah, I know I sound kind of crazy, maybe a little bit too happy about the mouse, but seriously, this is one of these small things that can make a change that is going to really simplify my life and bring more peace into my life. So what I want you to think about, maybe you're fine with, if you even use a computer mouse, maybe you're fine with the one you have. But is there something in your own life that you can change and simplify that, will help reduce the stress in your life and bring more peace into your life? So, comment below and let me know if there's something in your life. Have you done it? Have you changed something in your life? Have you simplified something? Or has this video helped you to think of something? So thank you. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And remember, as always, you can sign up for a free ADHD webinar by going to addclasses.com. We offer free webinars that will help you live a happier and more productive life with ADD and ADHD. Thanks again.